Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. And I think sometimes like I feel like being an expert also kind of like plays against your advantage because you might miss like little things, like little details that you would take a look at when you're seeing things with a fresh mind, where you don't really
Mhm.
have a foundation or anything like that. So yeah, I think overall there are some pros on us being like, totally new to technology and bringing our perspective and creativity, right? To like show people how things work. And with technology, you never stop learning, right? Like they're always changing. You're always having like updates and stuff like that. So overall, like just having the skill to like be open-minded to learning things from zero, I think that's like a really good skill to have.
Mhm. And that's like something that is really cool about at least like what I've been seeing at Oracle, like the interplay between generations,
Mhm.
because you have like your super, like you're talking about, like you're more like senior people who have all this like lived experience of knowledge and like expertise that they've like accumulated over their career. But one of the things about having expertise and like a big base of knowledge is you kind of like work out systems and like personal tools and things that kind of like give you a repertoire of way to handle situations. And like
Mhm.
that's something that you refine over a long period of time. Like one of those, like one of the kind of problems of that is I feel like you kind of, I'm trying to think of like the right word, like you get used to doing things like you get a repetitions in, but once you get repetitions in, you kind of formed a bit of like a fixed way of thinking. Whereas, like, say, like younger people, we're much better with change because we kind of have to like rely more like instinctually and like as we go because we don't have like a history to draw back on. Like, does that make sense? Like at
Yeah,
all? What I'm like getting at there? Like, I'm just like trying to kind
actually,
of yeah pinpoint those like factors that lead to like younger people being better at kind of picking out
mhm.
change in general versus like that like Asian wisdom type thing.
Yeah. So I think I told you about it some time ago, but I did read the Rookie Smart book, right? That Giant made me read.
Mhm.
And yeah, like we actually presented to him about, like what we discovered and stuff like that. And of course, like, like it's not like we agreed with everything in the book, right? Because basically the book talks about it was written by someone in Oracle, right? That started Oracle University. And it talks about how, like rookies, we're like smart because we're like really hard workers. We kind of like think that we have to catch up with like the expert people in our team, so like we work really hard. We're always open to learning and, basically trying new things because we have nothing to lose compared to like experts, right? That are a little more, they already have their system and they're not really that open to trying new things because like they might fail and they have way more responsibility than us, right? So I
Mhm.
think that's a really good book to read. Even though I don't always agree that, like I don't think there's always like a rookie, like a rookie that is always willing to put in the work. There's some other people that are not, like I don't want to say as hard worker, but maybe that's not their priority. They just do their job and that's it, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying like that's a possibility. And then there's experts that are always like open to like giving people a new try or trying new methods or, just exploring different ways of doing things. So it doesn't always apply, but I do think that there's a pattern, right, between rookies and experts, I guess.